You texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I'm fallen. Why do you feel that way?
You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? A top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous.
We're back. Hip hop is back. Kendrick is back. We've never been more back. Even I'm back. Where have I been?
Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gonna worth millions of dollars.
I'll save that for another video soon. But like Mr. Lamar said, you know we got some stuff to address. I've been kind of bored with music lately, especially hip hop. There's something that's been missing in the last few years that I feel like was there in the 2010s. And I couldn't really figure out, am I just getting older? Am I just nostalgic for my teenage years? Is there anything actually missing, or is there something missing in me? And then Kendrick Lamar came out of nowhere on Like That.
Yeah, get up.
And the answer is no, there actually is something missing, and it's Kendrick Lamar.
First person shooter, I hope they came with 3 switches.
We're missing energy. We're missing effort put into lyrics. You know, like what rap music is built on. Nobody commands attention anymore. Everyone just makes amazing background music. Have it on in the background of the club or with your friends. Have it in the background of your TikTok or Instagram reel. Nobody is making me stop and go, oh my god, until this verse. That's why I love rap beef. I love seeing two gladiators just go at it. Fight each other in front of the world to see. Strictly off words. No violence necessary, just words. Just music. Who is better at music? I'm a Drake fan, okay? Like, I have View's album here, and it's a top 2 Drake album for me. There's already people thinking I'm crazy, but whatever. Drake is one of my goats, all right? He's one of the goats that we have. But if we're being honest, he is my substitute goat. He is my goat when my real goat, Kendrick Lamar, is not around, okay? And for the last few years, as a Kendrick Lamar fan, I've watched people forget who the GOAT is. I have sat back and allowed the slander. I've just allowed it. I thought Like That was the perfect way to start off a beat. Going at Drake, going at J. Cole for basically no reason. It seemed like J. Cole was just trying to like be nice. He's like, yo guys, it's us, the big 3, you know?
Is it kdot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league.
Kendrick's like, forget the big 3, man.
It's just big me, nigga.
It's just big me. And then the guy goes on to prove it. What follows is the greatest saga in hip-hop history, I think. It's like Avengers Endgame. You gotta listen to like 20 songs just to understand the lore. We had the J. Cole response.
12 seconds later.
J. Cole apologizes for his verse, says, I've matured in the last 48 hours. I decided I don't want the smoke. Take me out of this battle. First of all,
in one verse, Kendrick invalidated 3 years of J. Cole verses and made it all look weak.
I'm sorry. I'm actually getting something.
One verse literally made it say, it's time for him to prove that he's a problem, and he proved that he's not a problem.
Okay.
So, cut, it's over. I feel bad because this man actually was wearing J. Cole's shirt, and I'm like,
looking back, what is J. Cole even doing in this battle? I like you, J. Cole, but let's be completely honest. J. Cole, you're actually still one of the GOATs. You're one of my guys. I still love you, J. Cole. The reason we're watching any of this is for Kendrick versus Drake, all right? Where real animosity lies. I feel like J. Cole only put out a track because he realized I can't be a side character in this whole battle. I can't allow that. And then 2 days later, he realized I am a side character. Let me just get out of this thing. This is not for me. And I respect that. So now we're back to Kendrick versus Drake, and Drake drops push-ups.
Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big 3. Scissor got you wiped down.
The song that is actually fire. I like the song a lot. And we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give him 50. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like it, like, boy, you're in the scope right now. You gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. But I like push-ups. It was good. This was the last great move that Drake made. A couple days later, he drops Tailor-Made Freestyle.
Kendrick, we need ya. The West Coast savior.
Which was like a Tupac AI. Everyone got really mad about this, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought it was hilarious. It's a little disrespectful, but it's rap beef. You're supposed to be disrespectful. But at the same time, this track is the worst move that Drake could have made in the entire battle. Everything can be pinpointed back to this exact track. On this track, Drake unites the entire West Coast against him for seemingly no reason. I don't think anybody was really viewing this as a Canada versus the West Coast thing until Drake did the Tupac thing. Drake did that to himself. Kendrick, we need you. The West Coast saved you. Kendrick was able to take that angle and just go at this man so hard, but we'll get to that in a bit. Then he gets a little too excited about trying to get Kendrick to drop his response. He's hitting him with the nah,
not this time, you following through.
And now we're in a limbo period where everybody's saying, where's Kendrick? I'm kind of wondering where Kendrick is. Academics is hitting us with those 14 days with no Kendrick response. I'm starting to get a little panicky, I'm not gonna lie.
Kendrick, please, kdot, Kung Fu Kenny, what do you go by now? Mr. Morale, please. Kendrick. What you doing to me? What are you doing?
But I also felt like if Kendrick is gonna drop, guys, I don't think he's just gonna drop on your time. And on top of that, I feel like he's gonna make it a moment again. The same way that Like That was, it's going to be something that we're gonna actually talk about, we're gonna remember. I thought Euphoria was just a moment. This man was cooking up 4 different moments.
Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that.
And Euphoria dropped. I think that's the most hyped I've been this entire year, first of all.
2024!
It's something you don't want to do.
This song is quotable after quotable for like 6 minutes straight. Pusha T. What is it, the bridge? I pray they ain't my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. I'm getting hyped listening to this. I forgot what that feels like. Some of the best delivery in rap music I heard in years. I thought the song was fire, but honestly, I didn't think it was killing Drake at all. I felt like they were actually pretty evened out still. I'll say maybe Kendrick, I'll give him 0.5 above a little bit. I was excited to see where else this would go. Kendrick drops the 616, hits Drake with the back-to-back. Little did we know he was about to hit us with a back-to-back, but okay, hold on. 616 in LA, super underrated I feel like at this point. Love the synths, feels like I'm flying, floating, bro. Survival. And then just hit him with the raps. And him in the middle of the song just praying to God, asking if he should even do this. Should he go to war? Is this a good idea?
For freedom, good.
Now here I'm realizing that Kendrick is doing something that I've never seen in a rap beef in my lifetime, which is use his skills as storytelling to craft a narrative over multiple tracks. It's all setups and payoffs. Here and Euphoria just planting seeds, painting Drake as a liar, setting up the 6th Sense references, paying that off later. Have you ever played Have You Ever? And on this track, are you ready to play Have You Ever? Run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. Even this cover is setting up something for the future. Finally, I think Drake said, okay, enough is enough. I'm dropping my nuke.
It's all making sense. Maybe I'm pressing you actually might.
And I thought it was good. It was good. I like this song a lot, but it just has no focus. It's trying to be too much like Euphoria. He wanted to do the long 3 beat switch, 6 minute, 7 minute song, but it ends up being bloated. And that low-key hurt the replay value because it's like, who's listening to this 8 minute long song in the club or a party or wherever? He's rapping at A$AP Rocky, rapping at The Weeknd. We don't care about those guys. You think The Weeknd is gonna respond, and when he does, who cares? Focus! Brother, focus. There's just a couple of parts on this I just don't like. I can't get behind. I'm sorry. I don't like the way it starts.
And I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs.
I emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. Okay.
Mention my seed, now deal with his dad.
You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. I gotta go bad. Like, bro, this is not the best way I feel like to start like a nuclear song. I'm not gonna lie. Free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my Dave. I can't deal with this, bro. I think a big problem with how Drake approached this battle, it's like Family Matters, you listen to it and it's so fun, it's cheeky, it's you know, he's having fun, he's having a good time. Kendrick just opened his mouth, someone go hand him my Grammy right now. It's literally like watching a horror movie. The main characters are having a good time, you know, they're all having fun, and I'm watching like, there is a serial killer behind you. He's after you.
Dear Adonis.
As soon as you hear that spooky
Dear Adonis.
it was over, bro. Kendrick dropping Meet the Grams. A mere like 20 minutes after Family Matters, I witnessed the greatest chess move maybe in history. I didn't even get to hear Family Matters twice before Kendrick responded. This has to be the most harrowing beat ever. The man's talking to his son, talking to his mom, his dad, his alleged daughter that just appeared out of nowhere. Bro, this spooky track, man, I don't like this. Dead beat that should never say more life.
Meet the Grams.
At this point, I actually was a little bit scared of Kendrick Lamar. Like, I honestly was trying to go back and listen to songs like Love, All the Stars. I was like, was this guy ever like a good man, or am I listening to like a psychopath? And even listening to Love, I was like, I can't shake it. This guy is freaking me out, dude. Even the cover of Meet the Grams, the fact that he teased the zoomed in picture of the glove, and then the Meet the Grams picture is the full zoomed out pic with all of Drake's stuff, his Ozempic pills and his shirt and everything. I was like, this is freaking me out, dude. This is diabolical. I was scared the picture's gonna keep zooming out and revealing more information. But I was like so thrown off by these two nukes where Drake is saying that Kendrick is beating his wife and Kendrick is saying that Drake is running a PDF file underground ring in his house. that I was like, I honestly had a little bit of a hard time sleeping that night with that freaking disturbing instrumental looping in my head. I thought we were just having fun. Even at this point, I felt like the Kendrick track was crazy, but it didn't feel like anyone won to me. Like, they both just dropped the nukes. Like, who is supposed to win from this? Even if Kendrick won, it's like, we won, but at what cost? Like, this man looks insane now. I genuinely, the next day, woke up, I put my computer away, I was like, bro, I've been on Twitter. Like, I need a break. I need a break. I went outside, I lived life. Kendrick said, you don't get a break, right? Here's another one for you.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas a certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up to score with them.
Not Like Us is the second part to the greatest chess move I've ever witnessed, I think. Just when I thought it was over, all of a sudden, Kendrick unlocks a new voice and flow that I've never heard from this man in like 15 years of this man making music. Where did this come from?
Another line of walk, years, all eyes on me, and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet.
That's the thing, all these Drake disses, they sound like 10 other Drake songs I've heard before. On Not Like Us, it's like he downloaded the DLC on his own voice. Kendrick can say, I don't even make music like this usually, but I can, cause this is my culture. This is the West Coast. What you disrespected, this is still where I'm from. I don't have to run to Atlanta to get my sound, Drake. This is the payoff to the story he's been teasing since Euphoria. And he's saying all this without even having to directly say it. He out Drake's Drake, made the club banger, put a history lesson in there for good measure, and ended the battle. My goodness. Literally back to Drake. Like, Drake, how do you not see this coming? This is your formula. This beef is a lesson in not being rushed. Drake was saying, drop, where you at? We have to wait a week for you. He's dropping the turtle emojis, saying Kendrick has nothing to drop. This is literally the tortoise versus the hare.
You're racing against the tortoise, pace myself is important.
When Kendrick is not rushed, he created some of the best moments in hip-hop history. It went from people saying, oh, he's never been in a beef, he's not battle tested, to having one of the greatest diss catalogs ever in 1 week. Then Drake feeling rushed and having to put The Heart Part 6 out, be on super defense mode, have to address all the allegations poorly, making mistakes based on the lyrics that he's going at, misunderstanding Kendrick's lyrics, picking the wrong angles, and all that time he had waiting for Kendrick. He should have been prepared for something like this. What did y'all think about this whole beef? It's only been 2 weeks and I'm already feeling nostalgic, to be honest. Which song out of the whole thing was your favorite? I wanted to make this to remember a generational moment. Might as well like this video because it's already a classic. But I've been gone for a while. I'm doing way better now than I feel like I was last year, if anybody cares. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Like Kendrick, I have a tendency to pop out of nowhere and drop a classic every once in a while, so I feel him.
It's a special war because of rap music. This is the thing that got me on the stage. This got me to tour all around the world, support my family and all that. Most importantly, it showed me a true definition of what being an artist was. You know, from the jump, I thought it was about the accolades and the cars and the clothes, but it's really about expressing yourself and putting that paint on the canvas for the world to evolve, for the next listener, the next generation after that. You know what I'm saying?